Hey, keeping 100 crew, and I've watched several Al Snow shoots where Al has put over Hogan as the greatest worker of all time. He said Hulk and Andre was a better match than Macho and Steamboat. Al Snow grades off of drawing power, not technical work rate, even to Hogan, who could work a 5-star match in Japan. Hulk Hogan worked the match with the signature style that Dave Meltzer buries, but Dave has never worked a match in his life or drew a dime. Do you guys agree with Al Snow, or do you have different workers you consider the GOAT? I'm not going to – okay, here's the thing when you ask workers this, okay, is that I'm 5'11", right now 205 pounds, okay? It's like I'm not going to work like Hogan, because Hogan's 300-something pounds, everything, So when I look at like workers, I work the style of guys. I like their work, but I'm not going to like sit there and say that Hulk Hogan was not a good worker. He's a big 300-pound guy, bro. Hulk Hogan, in psychology-wise, if you think about this, a big giant guy, muscles, everything, threw good punches, everything, bro. He didn't have to do a lot of moves to beat you. That's why the guy is so. That's why he was a great worker. His matches make sense. That like here's Hulk. Hulk's going against the heel's cheating. Hulk's down. He's selling now. Hulk fires up and everything. And Hulk, punch, shooting clothesline, pick it up, give him the boot, and give him the leg, and that's it. It's like it makes him look strong because he is strong.
And not only that, here's the other thing, bro. Yeah, when he was in Japan, he was a great worker, but when in the United States, he didn't have to be. And I'm gonna give you a story. When I was with Eddie and Love Machine, who were incredible workers, okay, and I used to tell them, I go, bro, because I knew they were great workers, and I was like, I'm sorry that I don't bring up my end of the bargain because I'm not as great a worker as you are. And they're like, bro, your job is real simple. You draw the fans. We'll do the work. And that was my job, bro. My plan was drawing the fans. I didn't have to do that much because I was super over. Hogan didn't have to do that much. He was super over. Just get heat on him. I remember one time when we were in Buffalo for that Paul DiApollo thing, remember? That Paul DiApollo?
DiApollo.
Yeah. And I remember Macho Man was wrestling Johnny B. Bad. And I was in the back with Diamond, and we were both watching the match. And Macho was just so over. Anything he did, the people were just going crazy. And I remember Dallas telling me, man, imagine being that over, which Diamond actually got to that point one day. Mm-hmm. He was like, imagine being that over. And I go, well, I have been, and he goes, yeah, that's right. When we were in Mexico, because he was like Jake's kind of handler, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And but my point is, when you're that over, you don't have to do much. You just don't.
And this is what people completely fail to realize, okay? And me and Vince had a discussion about this. So Hogan, remember when Hogan lied about when the Undertaker gave him a tombstone pile driver and claimed to hurt his neck, right? And so basically, he lied about it. If you watch the replay, his neck really touched, but he complained because he didn't want to work with Undertaker.
The tombstone thing, right?
Tombstone thing, right? He didn't want to work with the Undertaker. Okay.
Wow.
But I'm sitting. They say wow and everything, but I'm putting it in a different mindset here. Okay. And this is what people did not realize, bro. The guy was the highest paid player, the highest paid guy in the business. All right. And back then, during that model in the 80s, early 90s and stuff, bro, if you got hurt, you didn't work. They get paid on the house there. You go to work. Bro, Hulk Hogan did as much as he could, or as little as he could, to get through his match that night. And bro, when you're doing as little as possible, but the crowd is going berserk and popping, it's like there's no need to do more. You're getting everything out of them.
Right.
So it's like, so you don't have to be safe, protect yourself, get through the match, and go work the next night.
Right. When you're that over, and we've seen this with a lot of people, either for years or sometimes when they get really hot for a couple months, when you're that over, that everything you do that people like, you don't have to do that much.
Right. What you do? It's like, right. I mean, seriously, it's like, but people don't understand that because, like, bro, we're in a generation now of like a bunch of guys that want to go out there and perform as best as they could every single match.
Right.
It's like, no, dude, go out and try and get big pops and keep yourself safe, keep your opponent safe, and go in and do it the next day. You know that's the whole.
Just connect with the
thing.
crowd and get over, and that's it. That's
Right.
bro. That's it.
Right.
That's the whole fucking secret right there. Boom.
I know you kind of took Hogan's perspective before with this Undertaker story because I heard it, and I just wanted to add to that because it's not the Undertaker of today that Hogan had a problem working with. It's this guy Mark that came in 1990 and only been wrestling for 3 years.
Right.
And you want,
bro,
what I mean?
let me tell you something too. Go watch Undertaker's earliest matches.
Yeah.
There's a GIF on Twitter. I don't know where it is.
Oh, he had the tombstone was pretty rough, man, when he was first.
Very
learning it.
rough.
Yeah.
Very. He dropped guys on their necks and side. It was not good.
But
I guarantee you, if Hulk Hogan saw one of those,
Yeah.
you know, he's like, I don't want brother. I'm gonna go break my neck. You
But
know,
then-
that's like the thing. Like, I don't want to. I would not. To this day, I won't take a move from a guy that I think is extremely dangerous. Back then, Hulk thought that was extremely dangerous. It's the 80s. You know, it was before Undertaker perfected.
But I
yeah,
remember
absolutely.
if you see that one specifically, though, Taker literally kept his head up by his hip, dude. It looked bad because he was protecting him so much. Hulk came nowhere near the mat. Nowhere near the mat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.